Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Nermod. I'm officially doing another guide for you guys today. I'm going to be showing you how to place outro stuff towards the end of your video. So with that said, I'll drag in the track real quick to give you guys a main idea of what I'm discussing or talking about. So you have your main track, you have your gameplay or your picture, whatever, what kind of slideshow you're doing or whatever project. This doesn't have to be just for video game concepts, but you guys get the main gist of what I'm trying to announce for you guys. But with that said, you have your final project right here. You've done all your audio levels, your properties, all that good stuff. You disabled resample. Make sure you always do that. I'll say this once again. Always disable these two things right here. It gives you a ghosting effect, and you don't want that. So, with that said, we're going to get into the main gist of it now. With your outro, you're going to need an outro for one. You can have a picture, a stilled image, something. This is what mine made. I'll put the link in the description to the guy that made me my outro. He's basically my editor, and he's just an amazing guy. He does all the stuff I need him to do, and I'm sure he's out there listening to this. But anyway, with that said, you guys are going to want to drag this probably a couple down, depending on how much stuff you have. If you have something that looks like mine, you're going to need about this much space for music and other previous and future videos that are on the run. With that said, you're just going to start dragging your stuff, and you want them to all be the same length. See how this little bar comes up? You need these to exactly link up, basically. You want them to link up. And if you don't have that, that's unfortunate, but you're going to want them the same length. So, for a lot of you guys, instead of making a whole video for this stupid concept, I'll answer it right now, because I'm sure some of you guys will want to do this in future content. The song I have right here is actually uncopyright. Make sure you have uncopyright material. You always need to search. Do not stick copyright material on your channel, because it can A, get a strike, or B, your video will get taken down. And you don't want to spend 3 hours on a video and then have YouTube slap you in the face and tell you to take it down. Make sure your songs are always uncopyright before you put them on your channel. Even if you think the rule is stupid, you don't own the site, and unfortunately it's not your decision. With that said, I'm going to show you how to separate tracks. See how you have the little stilled image right here, and it's going to do its little thing, and then you have the music. Click on just the top part. I'm going to click on the top. You're going to hit Control U, and now you can separate the tracks. See how that works? See, I can move that around, and I can also delete it, so it's gone now. With that said, you kind of just want to format it in here. Not all tracks or whatever, not all of these, your main video and song and all that other stuff are going to be the same thing. So you're going to make sure just cut off the rest of the song. It depends on how long you want your outro. I usually do about 15 seconds because no one wants to look at a stilled image for any longer than 15. And if they can't click the link, well, unfortunately, that's unfortunate for them. But with that said, you just kind of drag it in your stuff. If you have a gameplay, of course, if you don't use music and you want to play just the sound, or maybe you have a Trolltage where you have music or something in that's fine. You can just drag the whole thing in here and it'll work just fine. But if you have just a stilled gameplay, kind of like what you see right here, where it's this is the track and then this is just the imagery, I'm going to keep just the imagery because that's the only part I'm interested in. But if you like both, of course, you can do what you need to do. But with that said, you're just going to reformat them. See how they're all one length now? They all fit. Well, besides this one. This one's a little bit behind. Okay. With that said, now they're all the same length. Okay, now they're nice and smooth. They're going to run, I don't know, we'll say they're 15 seconds, but I don't think they're that long. But with that said, now you have them all in here. Now when you click in the middle, see how everything's all screwed up? You don't even see your outro. Easy fix. When you guys first start doing this, you're probably going to have this box right here that's called, okay, if it wants to show up for you guys, lock aspect ratio control, hold control to override. Don't even worry about that, just unselect it. You don't ever need that selected because you don't want your stuff to be in a ratio form. You want it to have your freedom of will to do what you need to do. With that said, you're going to pull this out. See how it's getting smaller? If you pull it in, see how big that it does all kind of weird stuff. So you're going to pull that out, and right now, for the sake of matter, we can't do anything with it yet, but we're just going to pull it and we're going to push it over to the side because this is where I usually have it, but whatever side you need it to work with. You're going to exit out, and now you're going to go to your next gameplay. You're going to hit the little box right here that looks exactly what we just hit. You're going to zoom out slightly. See how you have all these little boxes? You can pull this as far as you want. Now, of course, it's going to get ginormous or small depending on what it is from its original stage, but for the sake of matter, you pull this one out. See how the gameplay got all small now because we're making the size right here. If you know exactly what size you need, you can type it in, but I don't really know what size my stuff is. So with that said, you're gonna have to pull this out. See what will happen right here? If I just keep it's not doing it for me now. That sucks. Okay. See how that side is just rolling off the screen now? It's just eating it. Yeah, you don't want that to happen. So just kind of stretch it out. It's gonna again make it smaller, but you can kind of pull the sides until you get it to where it needs to be. We're going to try to try to get this right for you guys, but I'm not going to spend a incredible amount of time on it. Alright, that's pretty much even. It's good enough. You guys get the main gist of it. If you're a perfectionist, you can sit there and fix it, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to. See how this one's still too big? Easy fix. You just keep scrolling out, you pull it even more until it gets nice and small, you drag it right in. And unfortunately, I have it black, so I could be really small and it's going to work no matter what. But that's how you do that. So if you guys want to see it in full play, you know, this is the music track, you have audio, you have your outro picture, and then you have the other box. So with that said, I'll let you guys just listen to that, and then I'll sign off, and I'll see you guys in a couple seconds. With that said, you guys have the main gist of it now, and that's really my guide for you guys today. A couple of you requested it from my last one. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next installment. This is Nerd Mode On, signing off. Peace.